All right, it is Thursday, January 27th. I'm Tom Novak. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather Update brought to you by All Energy Solar, harnessing the power of the sun to create affordable energy. That's what All Energy does. Thank you for sponsoring this update. Hey, wanted to give everybody just an idea of how much snow has fallen here throughout this snow season so far. We're about halfway through it, maybe just a little bit above halfway through the season. And check this out, over 33 inches of snow. I know it sounds hard to believe, but over 33 inches of snow already at Twin Cities International Airport. And that is above the average for this time of the year. Now, we're supposed to get, by the end of the snow season, we're supposed to get about right around 54 inches of snow. So we're certainly on track to do that if we can get some decent snows here in February and March. But yeah, a little surprising with how much snow has fallen so far here in the upper Midwest, especially in the Twin Cities. By the way, we do have some spits of flurries. You can see it here. This isn't really doing anything here in the Twin Cities metro and southern Minnesota, but we do have spits of flurries that we're contending with right now. Here's your visible satellite loop, and here are the low clouds that are leaking those flurries right now over southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. But look at this, beautiful clear skies over northern Minnesota. Those clear skies, we're scouring out the clouds here, even in the Twin Cities metro as we speak. It's not helping out much because temperatures are dropping. This is the sign. Clear skies are the sign that we have an Arctic air mass that is heading south. And here it is, temperatures in the single digits this afternoon over northern Minnesota. Meanwhile, in southern Minnesota, not bad. Temperatures are on the average, which is in the mid 20s right now. But watch what happens as we go through the evening hours. Our temperatures continue to crash, and then by tomorrow morning, I think we're going to be close to zero. There may be even some areas, depends on how quickly we drop temperatures here. But even in the Twin Cities core metro, we may drop below zero for a couple of hours as we get into tomorrow morning. Pessimistically speaking, I think we could get to 5, maybe even 7 below in the Twin Cities metro. We'll see. Meanwhile, northern and central Minnesota well below zero tomorrow morning. And then, of course, we'll start to warm up after that. Here's your river of air at 30 to 35,000 feet. This is the jet stream. And yeah, our winds are coming straight out of Canada as we get into tomorrow morning. Here it is. That's a Arctic fetch of air that is surging south into the upper Midwest. But watch what happens as we get into this weekend right here. This is Sunday, and then into Monday and Tuesday. Look at our flow becomes much more zonal. This is a west to east flow that will allow Pacific air to stream east across the Rocky Mountains and into the upper Midwest. And yes, it'll be a bit of a Chinook wind effect here in the plains and upper Midwest. That means we're going to warm up, but watch what happens as we get into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. We get a classic comma-like structure in our jet stream. That means there's likely going to be some sort of a winter storm close, if not in Minnesota, as we get into Wednesday and especially Thursday of next week. It's a long ways away. We don't want to promote it quite yet, but just to let you know, the conditions in the upper air structure is going to be favorable for a winter storm as we head into the middle of next week. Here are temperatures, departures from normal here across the United States and southern Canada. And this is as we get into tomorrow. Look at the cold air over the eastern sections of the U.S. That's going to set them up for snow on the East Coast. Meanwhile, here comes our warm up. Beautiful. By Monday, temperatures are going to be a good 10 to 20 degrees, I think, above the average in the upper Midwest as we get into Monday and perhaps even early Tuesday of next week. But look at this clash of air masses that now starts to take place as we get into Thursday of next week. Bitter cold over the plains into southern Canada, and then look at this warmth over the eastern, about half of the United States. And in between, this is where we will likely have a winter storm developing on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. You can see that here on the extended forecast. I start to introduce some precipitation as we get into later Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the roller coaster ride in temperatures. But in general, I think we're going to be near or above average finally for a stretch as we go through this weekend and into next week. All right, that's your forecast. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll talk on Monday.